All right, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something most of us do every single day without even thinking about it, putting the car in reverse. It feels so simple, right? Almost automatic. But what if I told you the data shows it's one of the most deceptively dangerous things we do behind the wheel? Let's dive in.
It really all starts with this one powerful number, 1 in 4. And you're probably asking, 1 in 4, what? Well, the answer to that question might just change how you back out of your driveway from now on.
Yep, you heard that right. A full 1/4 of all vehicle accidents happen at low speeds. And the number one hotspots? Parking lots and driveways. So it turns out the slowest part of driving is actually where some of the biggest risks are hiding.
And that really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. I mean, if we're just crawling along, how are things going so wrong so often? To figure that out, we've got to look at the hidden dangers that most of us, honestly, just overlook.
Because, trust me, this is about so much more than a little fender bender or some scraped paint on a bumper. The stakes are way higher than you might think, and the consequences can be, well, they can be really serious.
We're talking about some serious property damage, expensive collisions with other cars, and here's the most important part, the risk to people. Pedestrians, cyclists, little kids, they are all incredibly vulnerable, and a simple mistake can lead to horrible injuries or, in the absolute worst-case scenarios, even fatalities. So mastering this skill isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a must.
Okay, so we get it, it's dangerous. But why? What are the actual failure points? Let's really break down the anatomy of a reversing mistake and look at those classic pitfalls that can catch even a really experienced driver completely off guard. Now this is where it gets really telling. Just look at this breakdown. A full 50%, half, of all reversing accidents boiled down to one thing: limited visibility. It's the biggest piece of the pie by far. But look at what comes next: driver inattention and simple misjudgment. And those are things we can absolutely get under control.
You know, this quote from our source material just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures the problem of a car's blind spots. The pillars of your car, the headrests, any cargo you have in the back, they all create these pockets where you just can't see. It's literally a black hole of information right where a person or a bike could be hiding.
And then there's the other challenge, physics. It's kind of weird. When you're driving forward, your car pivots on the front wheels, right? Makes sense. But in reverse, that pivot point flips to the back wheels. That's why even a tiny little turn of the steering wheel can make the back end of your car swing out super fast and sharp. It's a totally different dynamic, and it catches so many people by surprise.
Okay, enough about the problems. Let's shift gears and talk about the solutions. This is your toolkit. These are the fundamental habits and the core techniques that the pros use to reverse safely and with confidence every single time.
So let's walk through this. First, sit up straight. Maximize your view. Simple. Second, put your left hand at the very top of the steering wheel, the 12 o'clock spot. This gives you really fine, smooth control. Third, and this is crucial, turn your whole body and look directly out your back window. That gives you depth perception that a mirror or a camera just can't match. And finally, and this is the secret sauce, control your speed only with the brake. Just let the car idle backward. Crawl. That gives you all the time in the world to see, to think, and to react.
But, technique is only half of it. The other half is just good habits. Safety really starts before you even put the key in the ignition. Do a quick walk around. Spot that tricycle or that low retaining wall before it's an issue. Then, once you're moving, it's all about constant scanning. The world behind you can change in the blink of an eye, so one look is never enough. You have to keep checking. Mirrors, camera, over the shoulder, repeat.
And this right here, this is the absolute golden rule. And there is zero, and I mean zero, shame in this. If you are even the slightest bit unsure about what's behind you, just stop. Put it in park, get out of the car, and go look with your own two eyes. A few seconds of being careful can prevent a lifetime of regret. Safety always wins over convenience.
So, we've got the techniques, we've got the habits, but how does all this work in the real world, with modern cars and today's traffic? This next part is all about tackling those common questions about technology and the rules of the road. And here it is, the million-dollar question for every modern driver. Our cars are loaded with amazing tech. Backup cameras, sensors that beep at you, all that stuff. So with all these gadgets, can we just, trust the tech to keep us safe?
The answer, as you've probably guessed, is a hard no. This technology is a fantastic aid, but it is not an autopilot.
Those sensors, they can easily miss a skinny pole or a low curb. The cameras, they have a limited view, and they're not great at picking up something moving fast, like a cyclist. And of course, a little bit of rain, snow, or even just dirt can make them totally useless. They're just another tool in your toolkit, not a replacement for your eyes and your brain.
All right, now for a really critical rule-of-the-road question. Picture this. You're on the highway, you miss your exit. It's just a few feet behind you. Is it okay to just, back up a little to get to it?
Okay, let me be as clear as I possibly can be on this. The answer is absolutely, unequivocally, 100% no. Never, ever, ever do this. It is illegal just about everywhere, and it is catastrophically dangerous. The traffic behind you is moving at high speed and has zero expectation that a car is about to start moving backward toward them.
The only smart, safe, and legal thing to do is to just accept you missed it, keep driving to the very next exit, and find a safe spot to turn around. Trust me, a 5-minute delay is infinitely better than causing a massive, life-altering accident. So, we've covered the dangers, we know why it happens, and we've got the tools to fix it. So now, let's talk about the final step. How do you go from being anxious about reversing to feeling totally confident and in control every single time you do it? Ultimately, when you boil it all down, it comes back to the simple formula. Mastery isn't just one thing. It's these 3 things working together all the time. It's awareness of everything around you, plus using the right technique, plus maintaining slow, deliberate control. You nail these 3, and you've mastered safe reversing. It's that simple.
And that's where we're going to leave it. I just want to leave you with one final thought, one question to ask yourself. Knowing all of this, what is one small 10-second check you can add to your driving routine starting today? Maybe it's that walk around before you get in. Maybe it's one extra look over your shoulder. What's that one tiny change you can make that can make all the difference? Thanks for joining me.
Please like, subscribe, and get notified.